John, another clean sheet again after Saturday. I mean, that's probably going to be the biggest positive from today's game. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, definitely. I think we'd had a run of 3 games where we'd lost and we were conceding a few goals, and that's something that we always focus on. And to get 2 games back together, keeping the clean sheets has been a big plus for us. Unfortunately, the other end of the pitch it was a bit of a problem. We've not looked like we're going to score lots of goals. It's difficult getting it right at both ends at the same time. I'm pleased with the clean sheet. Difficult game, really. I mean, it was an awkward one because of the way they came out, the way they set up. They weren't really going to come and try and outplay us. They just pressed us, squeezed, didn't give us a lot of space to get out, and then probably lumped it, for want of a better phrase. And the forwards chased an odd ball, but wasn't a spectacle, was it?
Where do you think it's kind of going wrong in the final third? Because I say we've not scored. We've scored 1 in 4 games now.
Well, I think Niall's been out for a while. He's been out a few weeks out. He's come back. He's been quite poorly with his dental operation, and of course he's lost weight and he's come back and he's not done much training. So he's behind everybody now. And you miss him really when he's not there. And he's all clearly getting stronger, and I'm sure that it'll only be a matter of time before we sort of get back on track. He's just getting the balance right. His form, it's a long season and people lose form, and they don't know why they lose form, and they don't know quite when they're going to do it, and you just have to sort of weigh it up, look at your options, and hopefully something will drop back into place. We've made 1 or 2 changes recently, and we've had a good reaction off the back of that. So I think it's just like, Matt Warburton's had 1 or 2 issues to deal with, and he's not looked quite himself as he has done. But I think we're guilty of overtouching, not delivering the ball into the box quick enough. I think there's a combination of things, the small margins that I keep telling everybody about in the changing room, that make a difference. First half we got into wide areas, we didn't cross it, we checked back and thought, try again, or play around the outside of them. And I think one of the things I said at half time was, we're not Arsenal. Remember that. We're not that good. You do have to deliver the ball in the box nice and early and give the strikers a chance. So I think it's that really.
Is there maybe a case, this kind of almost poor run that we've been on, is it almost been that teams are taking us seriously now because we did propel ourselves into close to playoff contention?
Yeah, it's inevitable. That's what happens when you look like you're a reasonable side. We've put some really good performances together, not just results but performances. Teams will come and have a look. They've got the benefit of your highlights nowadays that they might not had in the past, and so they're. It's a bit harder. We've got to find another way of dealing with sides when they come up against us, and they set out as a good defensive unit, and then not overcommit and get done on the break like we did against Boston.
Next 2 games, do you see them as must-win games? Now it's Hensford away, followed by Alfreton at home.
Must-win? No, I don't think we're in a must-win situation. We're in the middle of the table. We've probably done better than most people would imagine. I'm confident that we've got enough about us to win enough games to, at very, very least, stay in the division. We could just easily go down as we could go upwards. It's a bit harder to go upwards because there's a bit of a breakaway group. But you can get sucked into the bottom 6 quite easily. But I don't worry about that. I'm confident we won't be in the scrapping for relegation come the end. We'll get things together, and we'll just keep working at our game.
And just for the supporters who don't know, Liam Thompson was missing today. Can you give us an update on how he is?
Well, he's walking at least. He wasn't walking on it on Sunday. he's moving around on it, which he says that the damage isn't too bad. I think once the swelling goes down, we can't do much with it till the swelling goes down. They can just ice it. Looks like he's had an X-ray. There's no serious damage there. It looks like it's just ligament damage. So, the lad's been playing well. He's been a good signing for us, and there's a good understanding in there with Alex Brown and himself and Chris Rowney or Matt Warburton, whoever's playing in there. There's a bit of an understanding. So, yeah, I think it's inevitable you might miss somebody that's a good player like that, but he's not bad. I would think he's probably 2 weeks, I'd imagine, something like that, something along those lines.
And the one, Matt Flynn was back here today. I don't know whether he did the warm-up or not, but he looked like he'd done something.
Yeah, he did a bit of work with Mike the physio. Did some running. Really pleased to see him here. I was wondering whether he was ever going to come back. We've not seen him for a while. He lives a little bit away, out of the way from here, so he's not been. And he's had his foot in a boot, so he's not been able to drive. But really pleased because he's been a really good signing for us. He had a great start to the season. So yeah, pleased. We'll have him back. I think probably. If he asks Flynn, he'll say it'll be about 10 days. If he asks me, probably about 3 weeks. So I'm not sure. He's but he's a good lad, and it's great to have him back with us. But, is that you done, lads? Yeah. But
yeah.
Can I just make a quick point on something? Somebody that's really influenced my football over the years has passed away today. Eric Webster, who was a county manager for a length of time when I first went to Stockport. I learned of his death today. I was only talking to one of my friends about him recently and wondering how he was. I think he was suffering. And a very, very sad day for me personally because he taught me so much. He was a real great manager, provider of information, the obvious bollocking here and there. And I was really, really sad to hear of his passing. And it did set me back when I first saw it on Facebook. And there was a picture on there that was just the image of how I remembered him. And the guy's been poorly for a while, and I just hope he's in a better place now. And but thanks, Eric, for everything you did for me. It was a great. He was a great man.
Cheers, John.
Thank you.